What's going on, everybody? Jared James here. It is 1 o'clock Eastern. I've been waiting for this. I see you guys flowing in there. Do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear me, because we're trying something with a mic, and if it doesn't work, then we're going to take it off and just go back to normal sound stuff. So I need to know if you can hear me. You in there yet, Michelle? Yes, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Guys, do me a favor. Jump over to that chat you see on the side there. Say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. That's also where you're going to be asking your questions. We've got some admins over there working with you guys. But we have got, wow. Do you see the numbers right now? We got a lot of people coming in right now. So hopefully we are told this platform will not crash, that there is a limitless number of people. And I'm hoping that they stay to that, because one time that didn't happen. And this is officially probably one of our largest, if not the largest, trainings that I've done. I'm doing things a little bit differently today, guys. I'm standing up, which is kind of cool. I don't always stand for these things, but you know what? That's what I'm going to do for this one. I just feel more energetic when I do that. Here's what I'm asking for from you guys. And guys, it looks like we got people coming in from all over the world. So welcome. What's happening? Guys, as I always say on these things, thank you so much for registering and being a part of this. It's so cool to have so many of you on here, okay? If any of you end up having any kind of issues with you can't see it, you can't hear it, you can't whatever, it sounds like right now most people aren't having that issue. So you just need to turn it off, turn it back on, check your device, and see if there's some kind of issue there. With this number of people, there's going to be some people that just have that issue. So you're going to want to get to a better internet connection, okay? Now, what I'm asking for from you guys today is I'm asking for your undivided attention. I know that that's difficult in the middle of the day or even at the beginning of the day, depending on where you are in the world. But I am going to cover a lot of stuff. It's going to be very practical. I'm going to go through a lot of things. You are going to want to take a lot of notes, okay? This is going to be super helpful for you. I'm going to do a ton of step-by-step stuff for you, okay, where I actually screen share a lot and show you that kind of stuff, okay? I'm going to show you a lot of stuff. What's a little bit different on this one than what I do on a lot of them is that we are going to cover some of the ads changes on Facebook and Instagram and these places, but I'm also going to talk about the personal profile. And with a lot of the changes that have occurred, there's actually ways now to create a lot of transactions in business and these kinds of things from the personal profile perspective as well. And so we're going to go through that. So that should work out well. At the end, I'll give you guys an opportunity for some of the stuff that we actually do. If you see this stuff and you're like, hey, you know, that's something I need to be doing, but I'm never going to get it, or it's not best use of time, I can show you what we can do for you. And then stick around to the very end, because I'm going to give away 10 tickets to our annual advance in New Orleans, okay? So even if you've already bought tickets, you can do the stuff that I ask you to do. And if you win, then you'll get a refund. But we're going to give away about 10 tickets to the annual advance in New Orleans. So before I get started here, Michelle, you can hear me fine? Yes? Give me a thumbs up. She's got headphones on, so she's going to give me a delayed heads up, a thumbs up later on. She'd be letting me know if something else was happening with that. Guys, before we get started here too, as I always say, make sure you go to connectwithjared.com, connectwithjared.com, connect on all the platforms. Thank you. Connect on all the platforms, especially doing a ton on Instagram right now, but Facebook and YouTube and Snapchat. Send me a message, take a pic right now, show me that you're watching, tag me in it, especially on Instagram, Facebook, those kinds of places. Love to see that you guys are actually doing that. But as I said, just pay attention. A lot of screen sharing today, a lot of how-tos. And the main thing I want to get across today is something that I said in the last episode of the Jared James Today Show, which was that the spring market, which is what we all want to win, is not won in the spring. The spring market is won right now, okay? And so that's kind of a main focus of what I'm going to do today is I want to not just talk about that, but I want to show you how that happens. I want to show you how you become more visible. Have visibility always trumps ability. How being an option will always trump being the best. But what do you do right now to make that happen? I'm using a little bit of a different platform tonight. So if something messes up or whatever, just go with it. Perfection's not the goal. But first off, I want to know before I get started here from a poll perspective, I want to know how much, if any, are you guys, there's a poll that just opened up on the right side of your screen. How much are you spending right now on Facebook and Instagram ads? And be honest with me, okay? How much are you spending right now? So I'm going to give that a minute for that to fill out. Okay. Almost half of you right now is none, okay? The other half, a lot of you are $100 to $249. And then 8% is about $250 to $499. If you're watching this on the replay, as long as technology works like it should, that's about where the numbers are coming in right now. And right now we have not a ton of people in 500 to 1,000, 1,000 and up. So the majority of you are at none or 1 to 249,000. Okay, so I'm going to take that poll down. Now, the reason why I asked a question like that is that I don't believe people really understand what we're going through right now. Like, social media shouldn't even be called social media. Social media is 52% of the overall market. I mean, the overall internet. Like, literally, social media is bigger than the rest of the internet. Like, we're almost at the point now where social media should be called the internet, and that other 48% that's everything else should be called something else, because social is literally bigger than the rest of the internet combined. And so if you're watching right now and you've been kind of holding back and you're not sure and whatever, that is something that needs to be a little bit of a shock factor for you to understand what's happening with human behavior. Where are the eyeballs? Where are the attention? Where are people spending their time? On these things right here. Where is that happening? That's ultimately where you need to be, okay? And the goal in real estate, to take advantage of what I'm going to teach today, is really to become, in your area, almost like a local celebrity, or at least very known at the very least, right? Like, you need to be, when you walk around, people need to recognize you. When you go, people need to go, oh, that's the real estate person. Oh, this is not a secret agent business, okay? This is a business where the more people that know you, the more people that are going to use you. And so what comes with that, and I know that doing what I do for a living, is that you're going to get haters, right? Haters are just a sign of success. Like, I actually cheer when I get haters. I cheer when people don't like me. I like it when people write bad comments on something I put up on my fan page or something. It just means that I matter, okay? And so you can't live in this world where you've got these competing beliefs, where on one hand, you don't want to be out there, you don't want to be known, you don't want to be whatever, but then you also want to grow your business. That does not work, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the personal profile, okay? And again, we're going to do personal profile, we're going to do business profile, and we're also going to talk a lot about Instagram, okay? Now, for those of you that have followed me for a while, I haven't done a lot of talk on Instagram. And the reason for that is because there wasn't really a reason to. That's kind of changed now. Instagram has actually taken over Facebook as the place where the highest engagement happens, okay? As far as amount of time that people spend every single day. It hasn't taken them over from an ads perspective, ROI, but it's now one that we need to be paying attention to and using. But from a personal profile perspective, there has been a lot of changes in the newsfeed. And when I say personal profile, I'm talking about your personal profile, where you have to friend people, accept friends, like where you post your personal stuff, okay? And the newsfeed is basically now trying to get rid of those what we call clickbait tactics, okay? And clickbait tactics were basically things like, hey, if you like cats, comment below. If you like dogs, hit like. And what people were trying to do is that they were trying to game the system. They were trying to get people to give it a bunch of likes, give it a bunch of comments, which then brings up their edge rank, which means other things that they post ultimately were going to show up in front of people. Now, I know a lot of you don't know what that means or anything. You don't need to know what that means, but they're not allowing that anymore, where it's comment below, share my stuff. Now, this is about your personal profile, not your business page where you promote something or you pay for an ad. You can say whatever the heck you want on that. That doesn't apply there. We're going to go into that in a little bit. But Facebook is now trying to take the news feed. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the Facebook news feed has basically become a bunch of memes and a bunch of political stuff and a bunch of ads. It's just become this thing. And they're now trying to get it to a place back to where you see majority friends, family, people that you want to see, because they see the danger zone if that doesn't happen. And they're not prioritizing your business pages, your fan pages, your brands, all of that kind of stuff, which is fine when you understand what we can do from a promotion standpoint to still get in front of people. If you're not happy with the organic reach of your business page or your whatever, remember, it was free to begin with, so it really doesn't matter. But what I want to talk about first from the personal profile perspective is how we can actually leverage what's going on in the news feed to now start showing up in front of more people, because visibility trumps ability. How we can now start showing up in front of more people so that what we say matters, so that what we say they actually see, and we start working with more clients. Because a lot of times in this business, it's about convenience. It's about who's in front of them at that moment. It's about who's the option at that moment. It's no different than the example I used in the last Jared James Today show, where I used that flyer that was sent to me from a pool opening place. I've never even heard of the company, and yet I hired them to open my pool because it was convenient. It was like, oh, there it is. Great. We schedule it ahead of time. Done. Good to go. That mentality, the principle of that is what we're trying to do. Okay. So let's jump over here. I want to show you the first way that you guys can start to leverage, and we're going to cover a lot of ways today. Okay. So this is my personal profile on Facebook. I hope a lot of you are following that. That would be nice, obviously. But the first thing I want to show you is what we can do to stay in front of people with something that's been around forever that we're just not leveraging right now. And it's these things right here called friends lists. Okay, I'm going to spend like 3 to 4 minutes on this, and then we're going to cover another thing on here. But friends lists. A lot of us don't even know that these exist. A lot of us complain about what's in our newsfeed. We complain that nobody sees our stuff. We complain that, and one of the greatest ways in the new algorithm for people to see your stuff is for you to be engaging with them on a regular basis, which means now it's going to show you them in their algorithm, in their newsfeed. So how do you do that? You have this thing right here called friends lists. And in this friends list, you're able to create a bunch of different lists. And it's super simple. Like I can literally take this list. I can create one right now, and I can call it People on February 1st Webinar. And I can start adding. I see Michelle right there. I see Alicia right there. I see Anthony right there. I know Donna's on there. I know, and I can just start adding people to this, right? This creates what's called a list. Now, why these lists are powerful is because, as you can see right here, I have the ability now, if I want to be very intentional about what I'm doing within Facebook, you can go waste time and go surf and go do whatever you want anytime. But I can now go to my friends list, and I can get very specific and say, I just want to see in the next 5 minutes these people's posts. And now when I go here, I'm only going to see these people's posts, and I have the ability to go and engage with them. And they think that I'm just super engaging with them, that I've now like somehow keep finding them, whatever. But the truth is I'm being very specific. I'm going to the list that has them, and I'm specifically engaging with them because this is a top of mind business. And so you don't have to always be saying, because what's more annoying in the spring when somebody lists their house and they say, man, if I had only known that you were in real estate, or if I remembered that you were in real estate, without even having to go and say, hey, I'm in real estate, I'm in whatever. You could be commenting on their statuses, saying nice things about the pictures of their kids, saying nice things about the date night they went on with their spouse, just by going and being very specific with your lists. A lot of our coaching students will say to me, when I comment on their stuff, they'll go, I can't even believe you saw that. There's like thousands of students. How did you see my thing? How do you go comment? And guys, it's pretty simple. Coaching clients. I make it a point to go do that, right? I make it a point. I've got people within our staff here. I've got event contacts. When I just want to see my personal family or my friends, if I want to see people I went to high school with, I can go click on this and it tells me people I went to high school with, and I only see their stuff. If I wanted to add someone to this list, I can come in here and blah, 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 and I could add them to this list, right? And it would add them to this list. It's a super simple, effective way. And what you guys need to be thinking about, and you can make as many of these lists as possible, you need to be starting to create lists for past clients. Like you can literally go in here and go, I want to create a list and I want to call it past clients. This is another way that I'm going to start keeping in touch with people. And who do I want to be in this? Again, guys, just for the sake of ease, I'm just going to put people I see right now. I'm going to go Michelle, and I'm going to go Alicia, and I'm going to add these people to the past clients list. And now, as part of my follow-up when I'm meeting with people, I'm going to go and click past clients once a week or whatever, and I'm going to engage with them. And it's going to make them think of me. They're going to remember I'm in real estate. And yet what I did was I connected with them on a personal level. I could have one that says potential leads. I could friend these people and have one in here that says potential leads. I could have one in here that says current contacts. or current clients. I could have, it's limitless what you guys can do here. And what's really cool is when you go into somebody's, let me just go on Anthony right now. When I'm on Anthony's profile right here, I can at any time add him to one of these lists as well. I could add to another list. I can hover over and go right here. If I'm like, you know what, I'm going to move him over to another list. Another thing I can do, which is really cool that a lot of people don't understand, because forever I've been telling you guys that your personal profile is not the place to be posting your listing at 123 Nobody Cares Street. And yet this gives you the ability to do that. Because if you have a list for buyers, a list for sellers, a list for past clients, a list for any of these kinds of things, I can go post something here. I can go take a photo and say, Here's the photo of the house. This is a terrible picture of a house, but I'm just giving you guys an example. Check out this new blah, 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 blah house, whatever. And now when I go to post this, when I click on this right here, mine is set to public so everyone can see it. I can click on public. I can go to more. I can go to see all. And now I can pick a specific list that I want this post to show up to. And only people that are on that list that I put specifically that are interested in these kinds of things can see what it is that I'm posting right now. And the major point that I'm trying to get across to you guys right now is just how much power we have right now to be specific and be intentional. And instead of trying to go so wide in everything that we do, go deep. Like the people you're already connected with, go deep. This is one of the biggest problems that I see people have when it comes to business creation. And I just had this conversation with a business owner yesterday. And he said to me, well, now we're moving over to this. And now we're moving over to this. And now we're going to start doing this. And now we're going to start doing whatever. And I said, but you haven't even mastered this first part. You just got bored with it. It's about going deep there before you start going wide. And this, when you start looking at lists and these other things, is an amazing way that you can do that. And again, guys, super simple. All I do, I hit home over here, okay? When I hit home, I've got all these things. I've got my fan page. I've got our coaching group. I've got all these things. I just go to friends list. That's it. Create a list. Add people to it. You can continually update. You can take people out. You can, and then whenever I want to go in here and I want to see people from that list and I want to stay engaged with them, I just click on the list and it shows me all of them, right? So I want to see, again, people from my high school. I just go right there. You see how that works? Super simple, guys, but not enough of us right now are taking advantage of this, okay? Another thing I want to show you here you can do from your personal profile is something that's not getting leveraged very much right now, and that's the Facebook Marketplace, okay? Facebook Marketplace is, let me pull this up right here. Facebook Marketplace is basically a buy and sell site on Facebook that was actually created to compete with eBay and all these other places that are out there. Why? Because they get over 2 billion people on their site every single month. They get across the internet, there's 450 million people that go to buy and sell sites every single month. So are there a lot of realtors posting in a place like this right now? No, but you can easily go in here. It's free. I can do an item for sale. I can select a category. I can go rentals or I can go property for sale. And I can start to put my listings up here before other agents are starting to do that. And it's free. And now those leads come directly to you. And a lot of you, and here's the thing I hear from people so often that is such a bullcrap excuse. I either get from people, well, nobody's doing that in my area. Or what I get from people is they go, well, everyone's doing that. And so it's such a lame excuse. It's nobody's doing it, so I don't want to do it. And then once everybody jumps on board, we go, well, everybody's doing it. I don't want to do that. And so what's really happening is there's no win here. You're never going to do it. Okay. And so being an early adopter is important because you have less competition. Okay. So you've got something like this, the Facebook Marketplace, which is another huge opportunity right now. What other huge opportunities do we have? Let me pop this off real quick. I think you guys can see me again. Other amazing opportunities right now. And I'm going to do some more screen sharing with you guys in a second as well. Opportunities you guys have heard me talk about all the time. When you talk about the newsfeed and the algorithm and what they're doing to actually, and by the way, I saw somebody said, what if no current listings? Rentals can go up there. You can also advertise other people's listings. If your broker has listings or a friend who's an agent has listings, as long as you have their permission, you can advertise their listings. And there's no risk to them. They're going to start getting leads. Their sellers are happy. Okay, so there's always a way. Okay, now, another great opportunity on the newsfeed that I've mentioned many times, but I feel like I can't do a training like this with this many people on and not mention it since there's many who haven't heard that. And very simply, that's just Facebook and Instagram Live. So when you look at the algorithm, you've probably noticed that regular posts don't get a lot of interaction, don't get a lot of engagement. But one thing that they have completely prioritized is Facebook Live. It's that little thing on here where you jump on here. My phone is blowing up, guys. So a lot of new Instagram people like that, guys. So I can jump on here, and I got that little button right there that says live, and I hit live right like that. And now it's asking what subject, whatever. And I just, boop, Just go live. That's it. I don't worry about perfection. I just know that I have a message I want to get across to people. I have some kind of a tip or something about open houses. I have some kind of a tip about inspections. I have some kind of a tip to get more money when you sell your house. I get some kind of a whatever. When you do Facebook Live opposed to a regular status, or you do Instagram Live, okay? Instagram is one that I know a lot of you are not doing right now. When you do those things, because everyone else isn't doing it, and because Facebook and Instagram have put them at the front, like this is what we want showing up in our news feed, you get traction. I got an email yesterday, or I got a message actually in our Jared James Coaching Facebook group. If you go into Facebook in the search and you put Jared James Coaching, it's a free group you should be a part of. And somebody posted a video that they had put up as a Facebook Live. And they said, I've never put up a video and got more than 70 views. And they were already up over 800 views because they finally took my advice and did Facebook Live. And they said, I held off for so long and it was so easy. I didn't realize how easy it was because we're afraid of the unknown, guys. Facebook Live, you should be doing minimum once a week, if not twice a week, okay? Because eyeballs, visibility trumps ability, right? So set up a schedule of what kind of lives you're going to do. Set up a content calendar and know what you're going to do on Facebook and what you're going to do on Instagram, because live has got to become a part of your strategy. What else when we talk about these places? On Instagram and on Snapchat, again, this is all about visibility right now with your personal profiles, not paid, not anything like that. If you're not leveraging stories right now, and I'm not talking about stories on Facebook, although within the settings of Facebook, if you go up in the top right settings, you can actually make all of your Instagram stories automatically go to your Facebook stories. The Facebook stories aren't getting a lot of traction, but Instagram stories and Snapchat stories are getting a ton of interaction, okay? And so what is so unique about stories? And a lot of you, by the way, don't even know what a story is. So I'm in my Instagram right now, okay? You can see it, at Jared James Today. And what I'm going to do is, rather than hit this little plus at the bottom where I'd upload a normal photo, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do a story, okay? And all these across the top are stories, unlike the news feed that's here, okay? And so I'm going to go here and I'm going to do a new, hit that little camera, I'm going to do a new story, okay? And I'm really going to do it with you guys live right now, okay? So you guys can go watch it. You guys can comment. And I'm going to go, what's up, everybody? Just showing these guys how we do stories on Instagram. I know a lot of you are used to it. A lot of them are not, but pretty cool stuff. We got our setup here. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Talk to you, okay? Now I'm going to take that. All I'm going to do is hit plus to my story, and it's adding it to my story right now. And what happens is that this is the story of my day. It's not about, you know, a lot of you that follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and these places, you see my normal Instagram posts, but then you also follow my story. And I know you do because I see the numbers count. It shows you who's watching it. And what happens is that you not only see my motivational picture, you know, whatever, but you see all throughout the day what's going on. You see when I went and got my hair cut earlier, getting ready for this. You see right beforehand when I took a video of me and said, what would you do when you're getting ready for a training with thousands of people on it? Because apparently, and then I showed my computer, I pay my bills. Freak, right? Because that's what I was doing. That's what makes me comfortable. And so I show people that stuff. And it's not about perfection. It's about them seeing the behind the scenes, but it makes them connected to you. And in a world where 89% of all buyers and sellers say that they'll use you again, but only 11% actually do, it's about that connection, okay? And so Instagram stories, Snapchat stories are what we need to be doing, because they're the last thing right now that are ultimately about what your followers want, meaning that somebody has to actually go and click on it to see it. The news feed is about an algorithm. It's about an algorithm that nobody can figure out. And it's, you know, but when someone goes and they actually watch your stories, it means they went there and specifically clicked it and wanted to see it. Why would you give that up right now? That is so powerful. And guys, I'm not telling you anything that I don't do. For all of you that follow me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Snapchat, those are my main 4 channels, you know that I practice all of this stuff. And it's not because I want to, I'm a private guy. It's because the connection between us. I respond to every single one of you when you send messages. Like, it's that connection. It has been the secret to our growth and our success, and it should be the secret to your growth and your success, because when you start leveraging just a couple things we've learned so far and everything else I'm going to talk about on this training, it starts to build you up as the local celebrity, the local brand, the person they need to be working with, because they see you everywhere. They see you in the stories. They see you on their phone. They see you in person. They see you on videos. They see you everywhere, okay? And your job is a lot easier than mine, right? Like I have to be known all over North America and beyond. You just have to be known in your local area. Do you know how much easier that is when you figure how many people in your area are avoiding the same things that you're avoiding? It's not that difficult, okay? So what else can we do right now? Let's talk about your business profile. I'm talking about your business page, okay? So let me bring you back over here. I'm going to show you some paid stuff, and I'm going to show you some not paid stuff, or unpaid, I guess would be the technical term to use, okay? So I showed you before. Let me grab this here. I showed you before, discard, my personal profile, right? This is my personal profile, right? But now you guys, it's my fan page, but then you guys have a business page, right? And so what I want to show you first off is when it comes to video, how to be doing captions and those things. And I'm going to show you a really cool thing right now that almost nobody's using, okay? So you know that video works right now. Video is powerful because video, there's no differentiating factor when it's just text and font and those kind of things. Like when you send someone a text or an email, it's effective, but it's one of 300 they got today. When people see a video, they see your face, they see these things. Now they have to actually reject a person if they're going to not work with you, right? And so we know video is super effective. It's why I do so much video. It's why I keep my face up on these things so much, where everybody used to run slides and do that kind of stuff. And so we know that you should be running video. Just like if I were to scroll down here, you would probably see a lot of, yep, there you go, a lot of different videos for me and that stuff, because I know how effective video is. So I don't want to go into the how-tos of, look, if you want to share a video, it's pretty simple. You just go on your business page, upload a photo or video. You pick you select it off of your computer. It's either going to be an MP4 or a .mov, and you upload the video. Pretty simple. What I want to go over with is that so many of you, and I've been looking, have been uploading videos, and you think you're able to check the box and it's effective, but it's not effective because you're not using captions. And there was a stat that came out that over 80% of viewers, even though video shows up in their newsfeed, over 80% never even click on your video to watch any of it because you don't have captions. They just move on. It's just, when you go through your newsfeed, it's all just mute. Like there's no charge for a business page. Business pages are free. You literally just click the right arrow right here and you go to create a page. That's it. Very simple. But once you have those videos, how do you actually go and get the captions? So let's look at this. So if I click on my videos here, there are a lot of different videos here, but you'll notice this one. This is the one that I actually used for the promotion of this webinar, okay? And hey guys, Jared James here, and look at that. I'm doing another training on. We got captions there, right? So how do we do that? Well, there's this little button right over here, and what you're going to notice here, let me show you. Actually, that one's already been captioned, so I'm going to show you a different one here. Let's use, I don't know. I'm just going to randomly pick one here, okay? Success could be the worst thing that ever happened to you. Okay, so this one has captions as well. But if you notice here, if I click on the video and then I go over to these three little dots right here and I go to edit video, watch what happens. Captions. Now this one already has captions. I'm going to show you how to create them, but this is where you would do it. I can go in now, I can edit these captions because it automatically generates them. And guys, if technology works here, this is going to be recorded. You can fast forward, rewind, and watch this. But this actually takes my words and gives them to you. Now, you can go through here one at a time and write in new stuff, say what it actually said if they messed up. Usually it's accurate enough that I just leave it, okay? In fact, let me give you a great example. I'm going to try to see if I can find a video that doesn't have captions, okay? And honestly, I'm not even sure. Maybe this one? Hey everyone, Jared James here, and welcome to... Perfect. No captions. So I'm going to go over to this little part over here. I'm going to go to edit video. I'm going to go to captions. And look at this. I can upload an SRT file, which is going to confuse the crap out of all of you, or I can just generate. And when I go to generate, it starts to load the generator. And you can see here, if I press play and I follow along, let's see how accurate it is. Hey everyone, Jared James here, and welcome to episode 21 of the Jared. Didn't say hashtag, but whatever. We're going to do something a little bit different today. But if I wanted to, watch this, watch this. So if I start to type, it'll actually pause. Watch this. Whoop. We'll call it hashtag Jared James Today Show. I could go in and edit this however I want to so that it's completely accurate, or you can just leave it. It's usually pretty good. Save to video. It usually takes a minute. Now my videos that I put up on my business page or on my fan page are now going to have captions. It was nothing but clicking on the video, going over to the three arrows over here, Clicking on captions, generate captions. It does it for you 100% free, 100% simply. Do not drive those 80+% of people away who do not need to be driven away. I hope that makes sense. For a lot of you watching right now, we're about to do some how-tos right now and some more screen sharing. That right there is a tactic that's good enough for you because you've been trying to buy tools and do all this stuff to get captions. And that's the easiest way right there. It's very simple, okay? Now, little thing too, a little captions 101. When you first upload your video, it usually takes about 10 to 15, 20 minutes before the captions are available to generate. So when you first click on it and try to get the captions, you're like, where are they? How come it's not working? Jared lied. You got to give it like 15, 20 minutes, then go back into the video, and now they're there because they were generated beforehand, okay? That's why. Longer the video, longer it takes, okay? Oh my God, Jared, I know I need one-on-one coaching. Is this what you teach? We teach all this kind of stuff, guys. Like whatever you need is what one-on-one coaching is, okay? Let's talk about some more stuff. So when it comes to your business page, I'm about to show you something that I've been really excited about showing you, but I also want to make sure that we're up on what's happening right now, okay? So the Facebook Ads Manager is now comprised of over 88% of all their ads are mobile. And that's not because everybody, 88% are picking mobile. It's because the way that Facebook ads work is when you create an ad, it actually go and shows it to people based on who they think is going to engage the most, who they think, and just through their algorithm, it's people on mobile, okay? What does that mean? Your videos, your other things, your ads need to be mobile friendly, all right? If you're not putting things in the mobile newsfeed, which I'll show you in a second, then you're missing out, okay? The other thing that's happened, and I'll show you this when we actually go and create an ad, is that they now have dynamic language optimization. Meaning we used to have to, and I'm going to show you some examples of this, and I'm also going to show you some results of a client of ours who does French and English. You used to have to, if you were in an area with multiple languages, Spanish, a lot of our Canadian clients, French and English, or whatever it is, there's now a button you can click where it'll automatically optimize, and it will automatically, depending on what language that person reads their feed in, it'll now make the ads in that language without you having to do it, just by clicking a button, which is amazing, okay? Absolutely amazing. The other thing that's going on right now is that one of the new changes is that Facebook, and maybe we'll put up, guys, because I'm going to give you like 3 or 4 changes. Maybe we'll create a picture that shows what the changes are step by step, and then I'll put it up on Instagram later or something. So you can go and download it and see, like almost like the slides kind of a thing. But you got to be following on Instagram for that to happen, okay? So you can go and get that. But Facebook is now eliminating also, which is really cool, unintentional clicks. And unintentional clicks basically meant that sometimes people are scrolling through and they click on something by accident, and then they immediately X out of the box that opens up or the page that opens up because it was an accident. So what they're saying now is if somebody goes to a page or goes to a third-party site that came off of one of your ads, if they're not there for longer than 2 seconds, like they immediately X out, that no longer counts as your engagement of what you're paying for. So kudos to Facebook. That's awesome. That's what we want. Now, the other thing they're doing right now, which is super cool, and I'm going to show you this right now. And I'm going to tell you all right now that you're going to want to go do this, okay? Jump on your computer, go to Facebook. I want you to go to Facebook. I want you to type in, because you're all about to be a part of this, type in Jared James Coaching, okay? It's this group right here, Jared James Coaching. I'm going to give you a minute to do this, okay? What they're doing now is they're allowing you as a group owner, a group admin, to connect in a way they've never done before. And I'm going to show you how to leverage this, okay? So this is going to be super cool. In the meantime, all of you that aren't in the Jared James Coaching group, you need to go into the search, put in Jared James Coaching, go into this group and hit join. I'm going to give you a minute to do this, okay? What I'll do is while you're doing that, waste a little time, connect with Jared at, some of you asked where that link was, www.connectwithjared.com, okay? And the places you're going to want to connect, Instagram, Facebook on the fan page and the personal profile, YouTube, and Snapchat, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a chance to go in there right now, start joining that group, because I'm going to show you something really cool you can do in a second that you guys are going to freaking love, okay? Now, to do what it is that I'm about to show you, what you need to understand is that you need to create, and every single one of you should have in your area, you should be the owner, the creator of a community group, okay? Just like we go over here and we create pages, we can create a group right there. That little right triangle, create a group. you can create a group in your area, and it's not a real estate group. It's a community group. So you get a ton of people, and it should be called, if you live in Hethron, Pennsylvania, I'm just making that up, it should be called Hethron Community Page, or what's happening in Hethron, or whatever it is. And it's a page, it's a group where people have to join from the community, and people in that group get to post when the fireworks are, things about the school system, all things that connect the community, because you are going to be the hub, the person who owns it, the main admin, who is now going to be connected with every single one of those people. And guys, we've done this with a ton of students. Almost everybody in your town, once it starts getting out, will join this Facebook group, okay? And what's going to happen is, have we started having people join the group? And people start joining the group? Looks like it, okay? Looks like it. They're going. Okay, good. My team is on it right now. They're putting those together. Here I go, guys. So here's what you're able to do right now, which is super cool, okay? Is now in groups, when you create that community group that you're going to create, simply by going here, right-clicking, create group, and then you're going to name it, whatever it is, community, Orange, Connecticut, community. Orange, Connecticut, whatever it is, whatever you guys want to call it, they now have an option in the groups where, let me reload this, and this is super cool. You can go on here as often as you like, or once a month, or whatever it happens to be, and this is how everybody's going to know who you are and what you do and all that kind of stuff. Let me find it over here. It was just here, but we have too many people joining right now, so give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, approve all, awesome. And it was just there, and now I'm not seeing it, which doesn't make me happy. I'm going to try to reload this one in a second, but what they do now is and it was, like I said, it was literally just there, but I think too many people are joining right now for it to work, so I'm going to go back into this in a couple minutes. But what you can do now is you can actually, there's a little thing over here that says welcome new people. And what it does is it actually automatically tags every single person that's joined your group in the last 30 days, puts a big welcome from you, and it's from your profile where you can say whatever it is that you want to say to them. Do a big welcome our new members. Here's what we do here, guys. Here's the group guidelines. But you are positioned as the person who's the leader in that group. Now, I'm going to go try this one more time, guys. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to come back to this at the end. I think because too many of you right now are joining, it's not showing it to me. But let me go back in there one more time. Let's see here. Okay, ready? Here we go. Jared James, coaching, fingers crossed. And we still have people trying to join, so I still don't think it's going to let me. That is correct. Try this one more time, guys, and then I'm going to have to show it to you at the end because this is a really cool thing I wanted to show you guys. But I guess you shouldn't have a lot of people trying to join as you're doing it. It's something that I'm finding right now. Yeah. All right, you guys keep accepting people, and then I'm going to jump back in like 5 minutes and go because it's not showing that part now because there's too many people trying to join where it says like message the new people in the group, okay? So you guys keep accepting people, and then you guys in like 3 minutes stop trying to join, okay? Save it for the end. I'm going to give it one more try here. And it was literally just here. Last try. Let's see. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, too many people are joining right now, so I'll come back over to this. What happens, though, is that over here, you have a little, it's actually right up in here, and it was here the first time I came to the group before everybody started trying to join. Over here, there's actually something that says, welcome the new people in the group, and so I'll go back to that. We'll try it again at the end because it was there when I first went there. Now, all of a sudden, it's not there, okay? Other thing I want to show you here, and this one's really cool as well. This is something that I don't think anybody right now is leveraging. Is something called your Facebook shop, okay? So we're going to go back to my fan page. In this case, this would be your business page, okay? Let's pop back on over to that. This is my fan page. What a lot of people don't know is that they have this little thing over here called a shop, okay? And a shop is another thing. It's almost like that marketplace, only it's on steroids. It's a lot better. It's the one that I want every single one of you using right now. The shop is where you're able to actually put your listings and put these kinds of things and then promote them. But I want to show you how to do that, okay? So I've already created a couple. So when I go in my shop, I created these fake houses in here, as you can tell when I click on them. In fact, I think I even put, check out this amazing fake house. You should definitely butt it. I meant to say buy it. And it's got all sorts of options on here. It actually, when you create it as well, it gives you a specific link. And I'm going to show you how to do this in a second here, where each individual property has a link to your website where they can check out that individual house. So let's actually go and do that right now. Let's create one. Describe what you sell, watch video, subscribe, share collection, add a product. So I'm going to add a product. I'm going to add a photo. And I don't know which photos I used before, so we're just going to use one. I'm not sure if this has been used already. Again, this is a fake upload, guys. And I'm going to take this, use the photo. The name would be the address of the property, okay? So it's going to be something like 157. And yes, guys, I have completely reached my friends limit on my personal profile. You can only follow on there. I'm sorry. Let's call it 157 Fake Street Drive. We'll just go even more fake. We'll give a street and a drive in Nowhere, USA, okay? The price, you can put in here whatever the price is, $299.9, okay? We're not going to obviously make this on sale. The description is where you would put in the description you would do, just like an MLS or something. So you would say, if you haven't purchased the other 3 homes I have on here already, then I've got the home for you, okay? The checkout URL is going to be the link on your website or the link to whatever place that you have this particular property listed. So when they click on it, it goes directly to it, okay? So I'm going to give a fake one, and I'm going to say connectwithjared.com. I'm just giving a fake address. You would give the actual one, okay? By the way, guys, some of you say you can't see the shop on your business page. I'll show you how to fix that in a second, okay? That's all in your settings. Now, I would take this. Visibility is going to be public. I'm going to save it. It has to go through an approval process where it's now going to add it to this gallery, okay? Now, while I'm waiting for that to add, some of you said you can't see the shop button. Let me kind of show you how to fix that, okay? So I believe, give me a second here, guys. I believe you go into your settings, which is in the top right here, okay? You go over here to the left to edit page. And guys, I hope this isn't boring. I'm just trying to give you guys very how-tos right now, okay? I'm going to go over to edit page. And then down here in tabs, this is where I can decide what tabs show up on my business page. So I would literally go to shop and turn it on, okay? That's how you turn the shop on. That's how you turn other ones off. That's how you reorganize these. That's how you do all of that, okay? And then you would just save it, and you're good to go, okay? So that's how that would happen. Now, let's go back into the shop, and let's talk about some other things that we can do with this shop, okay? So when I go into the shop here, now that I've created this, and I have these products, now I've got all 4, right? So it added that last one. These are actually what is known as a gallery, okay? And I can go in here, and I mean a collection, I'm sorry. And I can go and I can make these a specific collection, or if I want, I can create a separate collection, and I can call it, I'm not going to do it right now, guys, but like I could add a collection, and I can call it Coming Soon Listings, or I could call it Open House Listings. And now I'm not going to save this right now, guys. I'm just giving you an idea that I can do this kind of stuff. And the advantage of being able to do this kind of stuff is that I can separate properties in my shop and have specific ones that are open houses, specific ones that are coming soon, specific ones that are just listed, specific ones that are for investors, specific ones that are luxury, specific ones that are rentals, specific ones that are condos, specific ones. I can do all of this kind of stuff, okay? And what that allows me to do is when I have these collections the way they are, I can go and share each individual collection, open houses, new listings, coming soons, and I can share that collection a couple of different ways. I can share it onto my fan page so that now it actually shows on my business page as something I share to everybody. I can share it in a group, like the group that I own. I can share it as an event if it's an open house. I can share it to particular people. I can share it in a private message. But here's where this gets kind of cool. So a lot of you know, and I'm about to show you how to do this as well, how you can take posts off of your business page and now you can promote them out to every single person in your area, whether they follow your page or not, okay? And so now they're gonna see it. But what I'm able to do now is I'm able to share this to my business page. So if I were to take this and I were to share it to my page, and you would write something different, but I'm just gonna say, hey everyone, this is a test, don't pay attention to it. Doing a training for realtors right now, okay? And I go and I post this. This is now going to show up on my business page, or in my case, on my fan page, but it would be on your business page, right? And so I can take that, and if it's not there yet, it should be there soon. Let's see if it showed up yet. Sometimes they take a minute. Boom, there it is. On my business page as if I shared it, and each one of these properties, so if I did my full catalog, or if I wanted just, specific ones coming soon, doing those kinds of things, I can actually promote this. It'll actually scroll through each one of them, and each one of them is going to have a unique link that everyone's clicking on, okay? The cool thing about that is if I go and promote this, like I'm going to show you in a second, in the Facebook demographics or in the Facebook ads manager, it's going to show me which one is my most popular, who's clicking on the ones the most, which one's getting the most traction. And now I know I might want to separate that one into a separate collection and put more money towards that because it's getting a better reaction, right? And so because each one of these properties in this gallery has specific links, we're able to see exactly which ones are getting the traction. Now, how do we do that? So we're going to go over here, and I want to show you guys a couple different things with the ads right now, okay? So I'm going to create an ad. And a lot of you know I've done a training like this before, but I'm going to show you a lot of the new things right now, okay? When I go to create an ad, the main ones we've been using, but one I'm going to show you again today is messages, but the main ones we've been using is traffic and engagement. And traffic is when you create an ad where I actually go into here, create an ad with a picture that's going to go to a third-party website, like a landing page or something like that. It's what we do with a lot of you. I'll show you in a moment where we do the seller leads for you and the buyer leads for you and that kind of stuff. But this other one, engagement, is basically boosting a post, okay? It's basically taking a post existing on your business page and now boosting it in front of anybody you want to, whether they follow you or not, so that they have to actually see it, right? And the cool thing about digital marketing when you do this is you only pay when they engage, right? And so I'm going to take this, go to engagement, hit continue. I can name the ad set name, whatever you want to name it, okay? I can pick my location. If you guys already have saved searches, I'm going to show some of this in a minute, some of the new things you can do, but just for the sake of ease right now, for what I just showed you with that collection that you're able to now promote, I could come over here and say, I want to have it promote to just my area, right? So we'll say Milford plus 25 miles, whatever, or plus, 10 miles, whatever. It really doesn't matter, guys. We'll call it 18 miles, okay? I'm then going to come down here, keep everything else the same. I'm not going to do any detailed targeting yet, guys, okay? I'm not going to mess with placements. Right now I can do automatic placements or edit. I always want the news feeds going. I don't want any of these checked. I don't want suggested videos. I want the Instagram feed. That's a new thing now. The ROI is good enough now. I'm putting it in the Instagram feed. I'm not going to have it go to Messenger. I'll cover that in a second, okay? My budget now, I can put a daily budget. I can put an end-line budget. I can put, whatever I want. I could make it $5, $25 a day, whatever I want it to be. I could do a start and end date, or I just have it run continuously until I shut it down, whatever I decide to do right here. Hit continue. Now it's going to ask me which one that I want to promote. So I'm going to pick the page that I put that up on, which was my fan page, which was this one right here. Also the Instagram account, because I can have this go on Instagram since I actually selected Instagram as one of the places that it's going to go into its feed as well. And now I need to pick which post I'm talking about. And so I'm going to go in here, and I've got to go and get the actual post that I want. You can pick whatever post you want. You can pick the one with the one that I just did. You can do another one, and then literally add a button, although I'm not going to here because I want this to actually be the step-by-step with each one of those properties, and hit confirm. It's literally that simple. Pick the post, hit confirm, okay? There's some new things now that they're doing as well that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to pop out of this and pop right back in that we haven't talked about before, that we now need to talk about, okay? And guys, I will get to all of your questions at the end. I will stay on here and answer as long as you want me to, okay? So another thing that they're doing right now, which is super effective, is they have a new thing called Messenger broadcast ads. okay? Messenger broadcast ads basically mean that you can take any message or any ad and put it right in somebody's inbox on Facebook, okay? Pretty effective. And so I can jump down here, jump on messages, and create an ad this way. Same thing, I can name the ad set. I can pick what kind I want to do. Do I want to do it where they open messenger conversion from ads, which is conversations from ads, which is pretty simple, or do I want to send message directly into their conversations? I'm going to go directly to conversations right there. I want it to come from my fan page because this is who it's actually going to show up as who sent them the message, okay? The audience, by the way, a lot of you are noticing the audience size isn't changing. That's a bug in Facebook right now. They're having an issue with their algorithm for audience size, so that's going to be fixed soon. But right now, they don't have that fixed, okay? So let's show the advanced options. I can pick a saved audience. I can, again, just go and pick to people in my area. So I can do, let's go again. Let's just go Milford. Going to leave it like it is. It's going to go to everybody's inbox in there or according to the budget that I set. I'm not going to detail target at this point. Right now, I just want to kind of show you guys how this works. It's going to be automatic placements because if I go into edit placements, notice all these are X'd out. You can't do them because I've already said I want it to go into the messenger. So it's doing that automatically, okay? And I can go and set whatever budget I want to set, just like I do with everything else. But here's the part I wanted to show you guys. I can do text and an image, which is where I actually go and create some kind of an ad that shows up in their messenger. Or this one's really effective where I can go text only. Okay, text only is super cool because what I can do is I can take this text and say, hi, ad personalization, first name. We spoke in the last 6 months about the value of your home. There's been some, I'm not going to do it all right now, but basically there's been some recent activity that could have changed, what your value actually is now. Would you like to know how it's potentially changed? Okay. I could do that and then hit confirm. And that would now go directly into people's inbox on Facebook. The other thing I can do, if you notice that message was kind of personal, it was assuming that I had a conversation with them. Here's something really cool we can do now too that wasn't available previously, which is that if I go into custom audiences and I go to create new when I'm doing the custom audience for them, I can go into custom audience and I can pick engagement. Well, first off, I can upload a file from my CRM or anything and only reach out to my clients and have a message that goes directly to people who are in my CRM. I can go to people because of the pixel that I have. I can go to people who have only gone to my website. But this one right here, engagement, create a list of people who engage with your content on Facebook or Instagram. I can go and pick people that have watched my videos, that have been to my Facebook page, that have been to my Instagram profile, that have been to whatever it is, and I can actually go and pick them to only have it go to their inboxes or only have an ad show up in front of them for the, if they engaged in the last 365, the last 730 days, the last whatever, I name it and create audience. And now I can go and create ads that go specifically to people that have actually engaged with my page, watched my videos, been to my website, whatever it is that I couldn't do previously. So that changes the way we do ads. Whereas, let me give you an example here, the types of ads that we do for people, and I'm going to go completely out of this so that I can show you the types of ads we do for people that work really well, but then what you can do with that as well is if I jump on here and I do a regular ad like we do for a lot of you, which helps you create seller leads, helps you create buyer leads and those things, which is a traffic ad, right? That's the one where they click and it goes to an external place. By the way, guys, if some of you are watching this and you're kind of like confused, you don't know how it works, we do this for people, okay? So I'll get to this at the end. Every single person on here, though, should be doing what it is that I'm teaching right now. It's 2018. This is how people search. 92 to 96% of people start online, okay? And the reason why referrals are going down is because they're clicking on these types of ads and other things first, and by the time they get to the point that they tell their friend, their brother that they're looking for a realtor or that they're looking for a house, they've already been working with whoever's been doing this online for 6 months, okay? Because they got in front of them first. So if I do a traffic ad, and I can name the ad set name, whatever I want to name it, whatever. This is the type of ad that I'm more so going to want to do to a generic area. So I'm going to do a seller lead ad, let's just call it. And let's just say I want to hit zip code 06460 because that's how we charge, is by zip code. And I want to hit 06461, which is basically Milford and such. And then I want to, I'm not gonna do any of these, although I could search, I could only show up to people who, visit Zillow or who are likely to buy or who are likely to sell or anything like that. I'm going to edit my placements, have it go into the feeds once again, feeds. I could have it go into the messenger on this ad if I want. If not, I just uncheck that or I check it back. Okay. Set up my budget. I'm not going to do all this again right now, but I could set up my budget on here again, what I'm willing to spend. And this is where I actually go in and create the ad. Okay. It's going to come off of this business page, this Instagram profile. It's going to be a single image ad, although I could do video, I could do a carousel ad, you pick whichever one you want. So I'm going to go select a picture here. Where's pictures? Here we go. Google, we'll just again do a fake one, grab any image, looks good, boom. We want it to look like their area, okay? The website URL would be the link to the landing page we set up for you. I don't know what that is right now, so I'm just going to do a fake one or do my connect with Jared again, but this would actually be going to probably the Milford home values place if I was doing this for real, okay? The text is going to say something like, let's go headline, looking to sell. Text is going to say something like, if you're considering selling in the spring, now is the time to get your home's value. Get your instant value now. I'm literally just like ad-libbing this right now, guys, right? So I would create this ad. This is what so many of our people and what we're doing for so many people. I'd put it in front of people. I just literally go here, hit confirm, and that would start showing up on people's phones, on their computers, on there. And you only pay when people click, goes to the landing page. That's the generic create sellers, create buyers types of ad. Now, if I did the one that I did before, where I created that message and it was very specific, and I created that message and said, hey, we spoke before, you were interested about your home's value or something like that, that's when I would go in here and I would change my audience, and I would actually want to take this audience and say, hey, I want this specific message only to go to people who have watched my videos, engaged on my Facebook page, engaged on my Instagram profile, engaged on these types of places. That's the only people that I want to show that kind of stuff to, because they'd have ultimate context with me. Does that make sense? And so there's a lot of different ads you can do on here. There's a lot of different ways that we can do it now with Messenger, and with the galleries that are coming off of our business pages, and with the traffic ads, which are just generic seller leads, generic buyer leads. The point I'm trying to get across to you guys is you need to be doing something, okay? And there's now the lists that we can do off of Facebook, which are extremely effective. There's the groups, which I'm going to try to go back to that at the end here and see if it's showing up now, because it wasn't showing up before, even though it was supposed to be. There's all these. This has to be a part of your strategy if you're operating a business in 2018, because it's so much more effective. And bottom line, it's where people are, right? And when you look at the types of ads, for example, that I just showed you, which was like that seller ad or that buyer ad, I had my team put something together here, guys. I wanted you to see. And this is the first time I'm using this where we do the slide presentations this way. So I'm hoping to God that it works. I'm going to give you some real world examples of some people that we do this for and the types of things you want to be creating. And again, this is recorded, so you'll be able to see this. Okay. So this is one that creates seller leads, 34 homes sold in your area in the last 30 days, the highest at 900K. This may have changed the value of your property. Find out more. People see that, looking to sell. They click on it. They fill it out. It goes to you as a potential seller lead to give them their value. Super effective. Here's one for an open house. No more than 3 pictures, right? Because we don't want people to click on it and create engagement for more pictures, which would charge you. We show them the open house. It's the same that's always worked. We're now just putting it in front of them in a place they look, like Facebook or Instagram. Tells them all about the open house. You only pay when people engage. So everybody who sees this but doesn't engage, you're still getting branding. And then last but not least, what we always teach you to do at the bottom of these, comment below, email me at, or call/text me directly at blank, because we know a high percentage of those people are going to text you rather than commenting below or doing something else. And when they text you rather than commenting below, you don't pay for the engagement. So it's like free leads. Facebook doesn't know that they reached out to you. Cool way to get around that. Here's another one, Westport, Connecticut home values. Another one looking to sell. Another thing that we do for people, deter before the spring market hits. Again, seller leads, seller leads. Every one of you needs ads like these going on a regular basis right now. This is how businesses won today. You need opportunities, right? And let me just give you an example right now of what I'm talking about from opportunities. Here's a bunch of people that we work with. I asked for a lot of different examples for my team to kind of show you the people we work with, what normal results are. Some are higher, some are lower. Every area is different. We do a lot of different countries. But you'll notice here that on each one of these examples, they have a home valuation step 1 and step 2. Step 1 means that we created the ad, we do everything for you, created the ad, had it go to the landing page, and they filled out the first step, which is their email, their address of their home. And in this case, this person in Wisconsin has been with us since literally last month, like almost exactly. At a $5 a day budget, obviously what they pay us as well. They had 133 visitors. 40 of those filled out the information, a 30% conversion rate. And out of those 40, another 8 went on to the second step and filled out their phone number and all that other additional information. But in the matter of a month with $5 a day budget, they created 40 seller leads. Okay, imagine what that looks like over the course of 12 months, almost 500 leads. If you're converting and following up like you should, the ROI is insane. Okay, Facebook is a lot different than other platforms in that they take a little bit longer, a little bit more follow-up, because people who are responding didn't go on Facebook for real estate stuff, but when they see an ad that applies to them, you usually get them a little bit before they're actually ready, and you got to follow up longer. The ROI is there, though, especially for the cost per lead. It's higher than anything else out there. Here's another one of our clients in Staten Island that started in May of 2017, so that's about 6.5 months ago. They, again, are budgeting $5 a day. They created a little over 1,000 clicks, and it looks like almost 600 conversions. Okay, actually, that's almost 800 conversions. I'm looking at it now. It's a little blurry for me. So almost 800 conversions at a 53% rate. Not bad, guys. That's over 100 leads a month, 100 seller leads a month. Okay, another one here, Westport. They also did a $5 a day budget. You guys are seeing $5 a day because that's the minimum that you want to spend on Facebook budgets. If you go any less, it's not going to give you any traction. And the more you go, the better the traction you get. Okay. They spent $5 a day, had 942 visitors, and had 284 of those people, over 30%, fill out as a seller lead since May 15th of 2017 at a $5 a day budget. Here's one of our clients out of Detroit who literally started 8 days ago. Again, $5 a day budget. And what do you see here? As of 8 days ago, they've already created 18 leads and 7 full leads. Okay. Multiply that times 4. That's just about 70 leads they're going to create at a $5 a day budget. Okay. Business is about opportunities. Here's one of our clients out of Dublin, Ireland. They actually go at $10 a day, and they've been with us for 2 years. In those 2 years at $10 a day, they've created over 20,000 clicks from the ad over to the landing page we created for them with over 11,000 conversions, meaning we were creating about 5,500 leads per year for them at a $10 a day budget, which is absolutely insane. Okay, I've got a couple more things I want to cover with you guys, but just bear with me here. I want to make sure that everybody that we answer their questions, that we get to the opportunities for them as well. And then, as I said, I'm also going to give away some free tickets today. Here's a client out of Canada who needed us to do ads in both French and English because they're in an area, I think it was Quebec, where French and English were both spoke. So they did $5 a day per ad. And as you can tell here, since September, one of them had created almost 60 leads at $5 a day, the other one 41, meaning that they were a little over just about 100 leads in the last 3 to 4 months at a $5 a day budget. That's well worth it, right? So here's what we're going to do, guys, and then I'm going to start answering your questions. I'm going to give away tickets. Everybody listening right now needs to be taking advantage of something like this, like whether you're doing it yourself or you have somebody do it. Advertising on places like Facebook and Instagram and getting in front of people when that's where the majority of people, all over 2 billion a month, are, is no longer an option. The referral-based only world is a much harder uphill climb now because it's not how consumer behavior has gone. By the time somebody gets to a referral, they've already filled out 4 different forms for home valuations and saved searches and these things. The world has changed. If you want us to start creating for you, if you want us to start creating for you leads on a regular basis, where basically you don't even really get some of the stuff that you got the personal profile stuff, but as far as how to create the ads, how to create landing pages, you just want to basically get leads. Generally, what we do is we charge for the first zip code $99. And then the second zip code, it's a total of $189, and then $50 per after, unless there's a lot of zip codes, then we work with that. We also charge a setup fee. What we're going to do today for the people who sign up, I believe it's the first 50, and we have thousands of people on here right now. Let me see if I can find this right here. What we're going to do today is we are actually going to waive your setup fee. It's off to the right now, where your chat was. If you go to the offers, we're going to waive your setup fee, so no setup fee. Your first month for your first zip code is only going to be $74. So when you go to the actual order form right now, all you're going to pay right now is $74. What that's going to do is that's going to give us the ability and your information for us to contact you and do a consult with you and say, okay, how many zip codes? What are you looking for? Buyer or seller leads? They're going to tell you the best program for you based on what you're looking for, and they're going to make everything clear to you. What you have to do if you want to be one of those people is you have to go over to that link, hit sign up now, pay the $74, and then we'll be in touch. I'm going to say in the next few days, first come, first serve, because quite honestly, guys, there's so many of you on here that there's no way we're going to get to all of you today. It's just not going to happen. If you click on that link and it says error or something like that, just keep refreshing the page. When you have this number of people on, the pages are not set up to have that many people all go to one place at once. It's just not how it works, okay? So just keep refreshing it. It will work. But I believe we're doing that for the first 50 just because there's only so many man hours and we have to do a lot of setup for you. We're waiving the setup fee. And there's just a lot of, we got to talk to you guys, do an actual consult. But if you want to win the spring market is won now. Okay, now is when it's won. Now is when you have to start getting in front of the people in your area. Now is when those seller and buyer ads need to start showing up in front of them, because now is when they're figuring out who they're going to use. The time that a listing goes on the market is not when the listing was won. It was won months ago. The time when a buyer finally puts a property under contract is not when the buyer was won. It was won months ago. It was won right now. Okay, some of you got to get off that fence of, traditional real estate business and understand that we are still a people business, but how we get to that point of conversion, how we now get in front of them, has absolutely changed. Okay, so I'm going to leave that open for you guys to see over there. The other thing I'm going to do right now, I told you I was going to give away some tickets, and then I'm going to literally just start answering your questions. Okay, the other thing that we're going to do is give away some tickets right now. So we have our annual advance in New Orleans, which is happening May 1st, May 2nd, and then an optional May 3rd. Day 3 called the 101, where we're going to do hands-on tactics and stuff. That is, you guys, last year we had a ton of people there. It's a great event. It's a chance to get away from everybody and learn the things you need to know today to be running an effective real estate business, do more business, do more profit, the whole thing, schedule your time better, the whole deal, manage your finances better, everything. I'm going to give away 10 tickets. Here's how you got to win the tickets. And I'm literally doing this on the fly right now. I'm going to take a picture right now. I'm going to put it up on Instagram. Let me go there right now. And I'm going to put it up on Facebook. Okay. You need to go follow on either Instagram or Facebook. Okay. At Jared James Today, or just go to connectwithjared.com. You guys put it in the chat for everybody. Go like it. You got to follow me. Like it on either Instagram or Facebook. Okay. And then you need to put up a pic of you. You either need to put up a picture of you with me tagged in it, okay, telling like that you're at the webinar and what you learned or something like that, and then send me a DM, direct message. I'm making this not easy on purpose, okay? So you've got to go follow me on Instagram or Facebook or both. You've got to like the photo I put up on Instagram or Facebook. You have to then take a picture of yourself watching this or something and tag me in it on Facebook or Instagram, and then send me a direct message. Go into my profile, hit direct message, and tell me why you should be going to the advance. Okay, so let's do that. Then we'll answer questions. Let me get a photo here, guys. I haven't even thought about this. How should I do this? Here we go. Here we go. Should we do it like this so they can see you guys? Here we go. Okay, there's the photo. I will put this almost done with the webinar. I'm going Instagram first, guys. And I'm going to try to go back to the Facebook group, too, to show you what I was trying to show you. Don't let me forget that, guys, in the chat. Almost done with the webinar. Follow, like this post, tag me in one of your own, and send me a direct message on why you should get a free ticket to win a ticket to the advance. Okay, here we go. I am posting it. It's on Instagram, okay? I'll put one on Facebook as well. I don't know if I should do it now, but I'll do it right now. You guys ready? Photo, we'll do it again. I was going to tell you guys to smile as if they could see you, but obviously they can't see you. So it really doesn't matter here. My phone's blowing up. Ready? Here we go. Okay, there we go. And I'll post the exact same thing here on Facebook. And then we will get to your comments. All right, almost done with the webinar. If you already posted a pic, guys, I'm going to go back and look at those. To win a free ticket to the advance, follow here, like this photo, tag me in a pic, and I'll say DM me. A pic and DM me with why you should get a free ticket. Perfect. All right, it's up on Facebook. Facebook and Instagram are both done, okay? Let's get to questions. I got some other things to mention to you guys as well. Holy moly. Okay, let's get to these questions right now, guys. And by the way, if you posted a question a while ago, you might want to repost because I got a lot of questions here, okay? A lot of questions are about the marketing there that we do for you guys. Will it be $74 the first month? And then what after that? After that, it goes back to the $99 per zip code unless you do multiple, and then it comes down less than that. There's no long-term contract. It's month to month. If you think it's not working, then you can leave at any time. So no, don't worry about that. Are the ads optimized for traffic? Yes, they're also optimized for mobile and those things, so don't worry about that. What does the $74 get us? We'll either use your existing business page or we will create one for you. We will set everything up. We will set up your landing. We will literally do everything. All we're going to do is find out where you want the lead sent, and we're going to do that, okay? The link is over in the offers. Guys, if you can post the link, that'd be fantastic in the chat so they have it, but it's over in the offers page. Love the information, Jared. Michelle's been amazing emailing, messaging us during the webinar. Love her. Thank you. Awesome. Please email the webinar. Guys, hopefully if this works, we'll have a replay of it. Another thing, guys, I hadn't mentioned yet, and I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this today. Our next mastermind is going to be March 26th and 27th. That sold out super quick last time. That's not a cheap thing, but it's an undervalued thing. It's $5,000. Me and one of our top coaches, Mark, and like 20 people get into a suite in Vegas for 2 days and do nothing but set up your business with your laptop open. If you're interested in that, go to jaredjamestoday.com/mastermind. Okay. That's another opportunity. I'll put that link up for you guys in a little bit. There's no promo code, just whatever the thing is, you should be able to go to it. Again, guys, you got to go follow on Instagram or Facebook. You have to like, preferably both. You have to like the photo. You have to take a pic and tag me in a photo, and then DM me and let me know why you should come to the advance. And I'll pick 10 people and have you come to the advance for free. How many ads does that run a month? Depends on which program you go with. That's why I said you got to just pay the $74, and then they'll talk to you about the best program for you. But that's also them managing it. Like, you don't do anything. Like, they manage it every 2 weeks. They're checking it, changing colors, changing the ad whenever it's needed to make sure that the leads keep coming in. Do you use a business or personal Instagram? I kept mine personal, and I haven't switched it to business because I know that Instagram was purchased by Facebook, and Facebook used to have great organic traffic on their business pages, their fan pages, and now they have almost none. And so because they own Instagram, I'm afraid to move my personal Instagram over to a business Instagram because I'm afraid that it's also going to have almost no generic reach. So, I mean, not generic, organic reach. That's why I'm not moving it over. Questions. I have a lot about send me information. Guys, if you're interested, you just got to go, you got to click on that link. It looks like the link has actually been tagged at the top of the chat right now. You just go click on it. If there's an issue, just keep refreshing it. There's a lot of people going there. Step 2 is, okay, so step 1 is you ask for the minimum amount of information, their email and their name. And then it goes through to step 2 where it now asks for their phone number and a bunch of other things. But if you put all that on the first page, you won't get as many people that'll fill it out. Messages are coming in hot. Yep, no doubt. We'll be able to replay. I'm doing this again at 9 o'clock, guys. So come back, share it with your friends. I'm doing it again at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. Okay. Let me see here, guys. Got a lot of questions, guys. I'm doing my best here with this. We had over 1,000 people like live. Creating lists in Facebook. Do people know if you add them? No, they do not. They do not know if you add them. Guys, I have some of you asking me about the mastermind, about applying for that. So I'm going to really quickly go over into the offers here. I'm going to put up the, I'll put back up the Facebook leads and Instagram leads one in a second. Right now, I'm going to put up the mastermind really quickly. So if any of you are interested in that mastermind, a lot of you know what that is and what we do. But really, just go and click on it where it says apply now. It tells you all about it. I haven't even shot the video for this next one yet. It's going to be March 26th and 27th in Las Vegas. And we get a huge suite in Caesars. And everybody who goes to it, guys, always says, like last time, the biggest complaint we had was that it wasn't 3 days. People wanted more time because we go so in depth on your business and setting up systems and what needs to happen and that kind of stuff. So it's up on offers right now. You can go click on it and apply. The reason why we make people apply is because we don't want people in the room for the mastermind who don't belong there. We want people who want to build predictable businesses, build out a team structure, an actual business. That's who we want in that room. Okay, so go check that out. I'm about to take it down. But again, it's jaredjamestoday.com/mastermind is where you go get information for that. Let me put up the other one again. I know we're doing the free tickets today. I'll throw this up really quickly, and then I'll get back to questions. Over in the offers now is the advance. Tickets go up on Monday on the advance in New Orleans. So if you're interested in that, tickets go up on Monday. Prices go up. So that's over in the offers right now. But I'm literally about to pull that down because I just want to get to your guys' questions. We have a lot of people on here. And so I want to get to as many questions as I possibly can right now. So let me pull that up. And wow, guys, we had a ton of you on here. Like, holy crap. Wow. Creating lists. No, people don't know if you add them. They have no idea. On Facebook Shop, which do you use? I'm not sure what you mean by which do you use. You just add, there's only one shop, and then you add products, which are your houses, the places that you're selling. Tammy, the easiest way is that I need help getting the shop to show up on my business page. The easiest way, honestly, is just go into YouTube and type in getting the shop tab on my Facebook page, and it'll walk you through step by step how to do it. Okay. Oh, when you're setting up your shop, it's going to say checkout method and stuff. It tries to connect you with Stripe, okay? But below that, there's a little option that says, like, I don't want to connect anything or something like that. That's the option you select. You're not having people pay for houses with Stripe, okay? Can this be viewed on YouTube? If everything works correctly, we'll be adding this or tonight's session on YouTube later. How much is the third day of the advance? Guys, how much is the third day of the advance? How much is the 101, the advance? The third day. It's nothing. It's like $49. Yeah. Guys, you got to be at that. Don't go to the first two and not go to the third. Went to the mastermind last year. Well worth every second. Mark, thank you so much. What is your opinion on paying for an email newsletter campaign to send to your contacts and leads to stay top of mind? I don't even know what you mean, like how you would pay for that. Really, you should just be building up your database and using the email newsletters and stuff. Do you mean like using like a service that does newsletters? It can be effective. Some of them are so generic though. Like I'm much more into sending message directly from you every couple of weeks or whatever that are more personal than I am. Here's the latest mortgage rates. Here's the latest, whatever. Because like a lot of these newsletters are sending people information that like, Siri, what's the latest mortgage rates? Done. I don't need your newsletter. You see what I'm saying? Pretty cool stuff. Oh my God, guys, my phone is blowing up right now. Holy crap. Okay. That's good though. Very good. Guys, I keep saying it. If you're going to pick one, I do different things on all the platforms, but Instagram is the one that I'm doing a ton on right now. But I do different things on all of them. So a lot of people are saying like, which one should we follow you on? You should follow on all. I do different things on Facebook, the fan page, then I do the personal profile, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Those are the ones that you want to be at. And I think we were just shy, like a couple hundred shy of 25,000 likes on the fan page. So I'd love to get over that, guys. I want to see here, guys, while I'm looking at these questions from you, I want to see if the group fixed on Facebook, because if it did, I'm going to bring you guys back over there. I think there were too many people trying to get in, and so it stopped it from working. But I will let you know in a second, because it 100% worked this morning, and then all of a sudden it didn't, which is super annoying. That all of a sudden the thing I wanted to show you didn't want to work all of a sudden. I'm still not seeing it. Come on. Suggested groups. Don't you guys love it when like something gets buggy like Facebook, when you have thousands of people there? Like, so annoying. Yeah, it's still not there. And it was there when I first went there. That's what's so annoying about it. All right, let me see what else I got here, guys. Back to the community groups. Why closed versus open? Because I want some kind of control over that. I don't want anybody to be able to join. And when it's open, you get a bunch of spammers. Okay, that's why our group, by the way, is closed. We have to actually make sure you're a realtor and stuff before we let you in, because you'll get overloaded with spam, and all of a sudden your group will not be valuable to anybody because they're just so used to seeing spam. Okay, you'll get people who go in there, my multi-level marketing, come join me. Yeah, when you click on shop on Facebook Business, it asks you to set up payment. Is that correct? Yes. Just click the option below that says you don't want to connect Stripe. That's just in the initial setup. I love you guys are implementing right now, by the way. What do you recommend for those of us with new and small budgets? Where do we focus? I gave you guys some options today that were 100% free. Like those lists are 100% free. Like you can do the shop for free. You can do the marketplace for free. The lists, guys, LISTS, that is gold. Like I don't know if most of you right now really understand the level of gold that those lists are. It is gold, okay? You need to be using those. Can I speak to someone with what I'm getting for the $74? Pam, yes, you can. You're going to have a tough time getting through to anybody right now, but what I will tell you is if you pay the $74 just to get in the line and then you end up talking to them and it's not something you want to do, they'll just refund you. It's really that simple. So I would get in the line personally if I were you. And this is really bothering me that the Jared James coaching group is not showing the thing that I wanted to show you guys. Like super annoying me because it was just there and it's such a cool feature. Like I'm wondering if I go like this. I'll do it after. Not something you guys need to worry about now. What was the tip I was going to show you? I was going to show you, and again, it was there before like our group got overloaded, where on the right-hand side of the Facebook group, in fact, you know what? I'll actually screen share right now and show you where it was, although it's not working right now. But on the right-hand side over here, so here's our Facebook group that, again, any realtor can be in, but there's awesome stuff that comes through here. On the right-hand side over here, right over here. In fact, let me just see if it shows up if I do anything. Description, tags. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, right over here, there's a thing that says welcome new members, and it actually pulls up how many members there were in the last 30 days, and it allows you to create a post in the group where it on its own tags every single new person in that post so you can welcome them. They see your profile as the one that's welcoming them, and they all start trying to friend you and connect with you and stuff. Super effective. So maybe the 9 p.m. one, that's going to work fine, okay? The 9 p.m. one, I'm going to do it first before I tell everybody to start joining and we get overloaded, okay? How do I direct message you, Barbara? If you go into Instagram, you just go into the messaging in the top right. It's the little triangle thing. If you go into Facebook, just go on my profile. In fact, here, let me go back again and I'll show you here. So if I go into anybody on here, I'll grab Diane here, right? Grab Diane, I click on her, I just hit message right there. That simple. Very simple. Oh, and you know what? This is, I pulled up the wrong thing, so you don't even see what I just saw. Let me redo that, guys. Okay, so if I were to go over here and I were to click on the profile, you would just go to mine and click on mine. Go here, message. You just shoot me a message, just like that. Okay. If there are several community Facebook groups in your area, should you create another one or do something different? Yes and yes. You should create another one, but you should do something different about it. Either try to get niche or just try to be more active and stuff. A lot of them aren't active if they don't have an administrator that actually keeps things up to date and stuff, okay? How do you use Facebook Business Manager? No. We use the Ads Manager, but if you're talking about the overall one, the thing is super confusing. But the Ads Manager, yeah, absolutely, because it does Facebook, Instagram as well. Yeah. Any best names for groups for putting friends into? Do you mean like the community groups? Again, I would just call it your area, you know, Milford community or what's happening in Milford. That's always nice because it explains what it is. What do you suggest as a cheap, efficient website? We're going to have them soon, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of them. What's the one that's in my head right now? I don't want to give out a name of one, guys. There's a million of them. Just go Google. Like, there's literally a ton of them. So I don't want to say that right now. All right. What else? Yeah, that is what I was going to show. What about Yelp? Get reviews on there. Thank you, Kelowna. What's going on, Sarah? I was just with you guys. You have too many friends to friend and tag you in my message. You could still try to tag me. I just have to approve it, I think. And if that's the case, just message me and say you tried. Technology is great when it works. I have a question with regards to Instagram followers. Yep, ask the question. Having to remember who my Facebook friends are and what bucket they belong to. I can look at my Facebook and add names to groups as opposed to having to remember. You can put as many people into as many different groups as you want, or as many different lists as you want. So it's not like one can go in one and one can. You can put as many as you want. And you can go click on that list and see who's in there right now if you can't remember. Signed up, excited to be in contact with your team. Yeah, guys, I saw a couple of you too looking at one-on-one coaching, guys. Like, we've grown extreme in one-on-one coaching as far as our numbers and stuff. So you need to be getting into that too. You know, one-on-one coaching is not about just the training portion, but it's about actually making you do the things that you're not doing right now, keeping you accountable. Signed up. Awesome. Yes, you still make one even if there's another one. Is a Facebook business page still important to have, or can I do everything through my personal? No, you can leverage both, but you can't run ads on a personal. You can only run ads on a business page. So yes, a business page is crucial. How on God's green earth did I ever sell real estate without you? I don't know, Kyle. Thank you. Is it worth it to advertise on Yelp? There's better bang for your buck right now. So I wouldn't do that right now, but you could do a little PPC if you want, pay-per-click, but there's better options like Facebook, Instagram, these things. Are we going to receive the recorded webinar by email? If it works, yeah. What a great idea. Thank you. When doing direct message campaign, should you use personal or business? That one that I showed you through the ads can only be done through your business, okay? It cannot be done through a personal profile. I liked your photo, but can't take pics and send you, but will probably be entered for seminar. Yeah, for any of you that are having trouble tagging me, just write that in the direct message. Who's more valuable to their team, you or Tom Brady? Oh, God. How to get more people to follow you on Instagram. Post information that's relevant to your audience and post often. And mention it a lot. Guys, I'm on a webinar here with thousands of people, and what am I doing? Get on Instagram. Follow on Instagram. The other thing I want you guys to do on Instagram, pretty simply, is when you're on there and you're on, like, look, here's John Mayer. When you're on there, there's these little, like when you go to my profile up in the top, there's these little 3 dots right there. You need to click that. And then go to the thing that says turn on post notifications, okay? That'll let you know when I post. Welcome message isn't working on my group page either. Maybe Facebook glitch. Yeah, Kate, that's what's going on because we've been doing it like crazy. And all of a sudden, even it was there like at the beginning of this recording, and then all of a sudden it was gone. Facebook is having all sorts of glitches right now. So that's just a Facebook glitch. And there's nothing I can do about that. But it is pretty cool what you can do. Hey, Jared, great training. How we know if we won the tickets? I'll write you back and let you know. So check your archives and your spams and everything too. I can't find message in your page. Weird. It's there. I promise you. You could do it on my page or my personal profile or on Instagram. I can't get past the payment screen. Any advice? Yeah. Below the part where it says Stripe, connect on Stripe, right below that is the thing that gives you an option to not connect. And that's the one you go with. Do you use LinkedIn to advertise? No. Just because there's more bang for your buck on Facebook and Instagram. Please email with a replay. As long as it works, we will. How do I sign up for one-on-one coaching? Sue Ann, go to on our website, jaredjamestoday.com/coaching, and just go to the one-on-one option and sign up for a free coaching strategy session. And we'll do a strategy session, okay? Still gives me only payment info. We don't have anything that says don't connect. You know, I really wish that I had I didn't already have a connected account. Oh, you know what? I have a fake. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to show you this. Ready? I'm going to go to one of my other business pages that I don't ever, like Jarja Media, okay? So if I go to Jarja, I go to settings, I go to edit, and hopefully it's not just Facebook glitching right now because that's also a possibility because they were glitching yesterday. Add a tab. Maybe it's the type of page it is. Let's see here. Shop. Add the tab. Close. Okay. Settings. Okay, so it should be on my page now. Let's see if I can show you guys this. Shop. There it is. I added it. I'm going to go to shop. Set up payments. US dollars. Next. Oh, I got to change this to CT. Doesn't like Connecticut for some reason. Create Stripe account, or I can go to link exist or check out on your website instead. Check out on your website instead. Continue. There we go. So it wasn't called don't set up. It was check out on your website. In other words, it's saying, okay, you're not going to do it through Stripe. We'll just assume you're doing it on your website. So there it was, guys. There's how you do it. Helpful? How do you suggest building an Instagram following? Again, post 2 to 3 times a day. Post relevant content. How many photos did you say to use on Facebook Shop? It's up to you. Doesn't matter. Many as you want. On the actual ads, I said don't do more than 3 when you create an ad. Had to head to the next appointment. Thank you. Not sure how to get started on Instagram. I don't have an account, therefore followers. Sign up on Instagram. Follow me. Watch what I do. You do the same thing for your followers. Okay. Instagram is the more motivational, inspirational side of you. That's how Instagram is. Facebook is a lot more of your family stuff on your personal profile and that kind of stuff. Snapchat is the behind the scenes. Instagram stories is the behind the scenes. Different platforms do different things. How different is Canada and US Facebook ads? Not different. We do ads for people all over Canada and all over US. Not different. Every time I tell my boss that you or someone else I've been studying from suggests using Facebook, he asks if you are paid by Facebook to say that it is the best method of advertising. Has Facebook ever tried to reimburse you for all the advertising? No. God, no. I don't care about Facebook. I care about what works for you. That's all I care about. I don't know how to tag. No problem. Just post it and then write me in the DM in the direct message. I wasn't able to do that. Thanks, Jared, for helping Team Wright take it to the next level yet again. Was watching in my mastermind t-shirt. See you again at 9. Awesome, Philip. Yeah, you were at the last mastermind. Hey guys, I'm going to hang here and answer questions as long as people want. So don't feel pressure. I'm just telling you, like, I always try to hang as long as I can and answer as many as I need from people. Okay. Does shop connect to the marketplace? Not at this point. Awesome. That worked. Which button is the one to click to get your post notifications on Instagram? So again, I'll pull up Instagram here. I'm just going to pull up John Mayer. Okay. So I pull up John Mayer on here. So there's his profile, just like you would pull up mine. Click on my profile. At the top of the page, there's these little 3 dots. And I've got a ton of notifications coming in. But there's these little 3 dots at the top right there. Okay. If I click on those 3, let me show you what comes up. I just have so many notifications. I get this page. Okay. What I want is I want that one on the bottom. Turn on post notifications. You click on that. Thanks for your compassion, Jared. You are great. Does the $74 give me one zip code as well as the setup for seller lead capture? It gives you everything. Guys, we don't... we're going to create everything. We're going to create the landing pages. We're going to create the business pages if you need them, the community pages. We're going to create the actual ads. We're going to do everything. All you're going to do is get the leads, okay? What would you recommend for a business page name? I actually recommend several. So like it depends on what you're doing. If you're running ads for, you know, Milford Home Values, I recommend creating a page called Milford Home Values. But they'll talk to you about that when you talk to them. Thanks, Jared. Enjoyed the webinar. I'm following you on all social media. Awesome. Does the advance include any hands-on? Absolutely, Dana, especially the 3rd day, which we're calling the 101. That's where we're like getting like specific, like step by step by step. We'll do a lot of that, but on that day, we're going to have you actually like computers open and doing the stuff step by step that we want you doing. It's 74 US, not Canadian. So we do everything by US because we're in the US, but we work with a ton of Canadian clients and beyond. On your Instagram story, how do you see how many views your story has and how long does a story stay on before it disappears? They're there for 24 hours, the stories, but literally all you do is when you're in here, if I were to click my story right there, boom, I clicked on it. Now it shows me how many people at the bottom left have seen it. Whew, guys, a lot of questions. So real quick, guys, that form is still up there. A couple things to remember. Mastermind is now open for March 26th and 27th. We usually take up to about 20 people. It's $5,000 per person, but you sit in a room in a suite with me and Mark Manaha, one of our top coaches. And for 2 days with your computer open, we set up your business, answer all your in-depth questions, how to grow the team, how to hire, what forms to use, it's super valuable, okay? It sells out quick. So if you're interested, you need to go apply, jaredjamestoday.com/mastermind. And we'll do a consult and see if it's something that's a good fit for you. I'm getting a lot of you saying signed up. Make sure you're in that marketing, guys, getting signed up there. Guys, but you get so much stuff. Again, that connectwithjared.com, like connect on Instagram, both parts of Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube. Ton of content coming out, guys. I put out a ton of free content. We released another video 2 days ago for the Jared James Today Show on YouTube. Make sure you guys are watching that stuff. You're staying engaged with that stuff. You know, you're hearing now at the end of a webinar stuff that I'm showing you that you can purchase that will help you, obviously. But the only reason I feel comfortable doing that is because I give out so much free stuff every single day, but you got to take advantage of it, okay? My brain is exploding. Thanks, Jared. What does the $74 cover? It covers everything for the first month. After that, it goes up to $99. There's also no setup fee in the beginning. We will set up everything. We'll create the landing page. We'll create the ads. We'll create the business page. We'll create everything. All we'll do is where do you want the leads sent to, and we'll have those leads sent there, okay? But what they're going to do is once you pay that $74, they're going to set up a consult with you to figure out the best kinds of ads for you, what kind of leads you're looking for. They're going to do all that. We're not just going to kind of wing it, okay? I recommend a minimum of $5 a day on your ad spend. So the $74 is for us, pays for us as a company. You have to determine what your ad spend is going to be. $5 a day, $10 a day, you know, whatever it happens to be. You let us know what that is and we'll take care of that. But the 74 is for us, okay? Are you trading in real estate? Curious. I don't know what that means. Here, reword that because I'm not sure what you mean. Are you trading in real estate? Curious. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're doing this again at 9 o'clock, guys. I'd appreciate it if you would put the link that you went to register on your social profiles. Tell people to join this tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do this again late at night. My eyes are probably going to be bloodshot. The lights will probably go out in the office, but I try to do it at different times so that as many people as possible can take part. So I appreciate that. Guys, I meant what I said. Every one of you, forget the mastermind for a second, forget the advance for a second. Every one of you should be doing what it is, that I'm trying to teach you here. And so you either need to hire us to do it, or you need to hire someone in-house to do it, or you need to be doing it yourself if you have the time, which hopefully long-term you won't have the time. But this is not an option anymore. This is like, it's no different than I expect you to have a car if you're going to be showing houses, right? If you're going to be running a real estate business in 2018, this is the kind of stuff you need to be doing. Otherwise, you can't look your clients in the eye and tell them that you're the best option anymore. This is how business is done today, okay? So make sure you're signing up for that. I saw some of you had issues on the sign-up page. That was just because too many people went there. So, forgive that. It kind of is what it is. That's what happens when you have a training of this size. I'm going to be responding all throughout the day and night tonight to a lot of you that are responding on my social channels, so I appreciate that. In fact, you know what? I want to see something. Let's just check right now. God, guys, my phone just blew up. Awesome. Awesome. Any other questions, guys? If not, I'm going to run. I don't have the option to turn on notifications on Instagram. I'm telling you, you do. If you go to my profile, so let's do this again. So let's act like I'm John Mayer, okay? So here's John Mayer on here. I'm going to click on his name so that it brings me to his particular profile where it shows all his pictures. It's his individual profile. Up in the top right, there's these three little dots. I'm going to click on those. When I click on those, it pops this up. The bottom option says turn on notifications. That's the one you're looking for. Click on that. That'll let you know whenever I post something. Signed up. Awesome. You're the best. You guys are the best. Kind of like this standing up thing, guys. This is kind of nice. Looking forward to talking to someone, get my lead capture going. Guys, a lot of you asking about coaching. Just again, go to our website, jaredjamestoday.com, or go to directly to jaredjamestoday.com/coaching. Fill out for a free strategy session, okay? We'll figure out if it's a good fit. Looking forward to seeing you. Signed up. When are you drawing for tickets? I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow morning. I want to do it after the next webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a late night for me. Or should I say an early morning? All right, guys. I think that's it. Again, go connect. I look forward to it, guys. I'm glad you were able to be on here. I didn't want to overload you today, so I tried to give you very specific things to do. We talked about a lot of different things here, but we talked about the lists you can do. We talked about Facebook Marketplace. We talked about Facebook and Instagram Live you need to be doing. We talked about Instagram and Snapchat stories that we need to be doing. We talked about uploading videos and then how to upload the captions so that they're more effective. We talked about Facebook group admins, how you need to be a Facebook group admin, create a community group, and I wasn't able to show you guys how to actually do that. I'm going to check one more time before I actually shut this off. We went over the Facebook shop where you can actually create those collections of properties and then promote them to people. We talked about creating messenger ads. We talked about engagement and traffic ads. And then I'm going to give away free tickets. I announced the fact that the mastermind applications are now open, and I'm going to give it one more try on this. You guys ready? One more for the Jared James coaching. Let's see if Facebook has fixed its bug. You know what I'll do? I'll actually go off of the website. So I'll go to Instagram. Okay. We'll go to Instagram. Here I am. There I am. Okay. Looks like you guys are saying hello. Awesome. And now I'm going to try to go back to Facebook. We'll see if the group is now working. Believe it is, because it looks like there's some kind of a glitch, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, I need 85 more on here, guys, for the fan page. 85 more likes, get me up to 25,000. Still not here. This is so annoying that it's not there because it's so good. Let's see if maybe they hit it now. Message, no, it's managed group. It's not going to be there. I so wanted to show you guys that. Super annoying. All right, guys. me make sure I didn't miss anything here. I'm going to get going. John, send me a message. Just DM me. Thanks so much for your time. You guys as well. Can we rewatch this? Watch it again tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. You got to re-register for tonight. Any update on your CRM? Right there, Jessica. Like literally right there. Finishing touches. Which CRM? Our own. You were awesome. Great info. Blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Guys, I'm going to let you guys run. I've been here for almost 2 hours. I got to prepare again for tonight. Guys, please, my only ask of you is get someone else to register for tonight's webinar. If you think this is helpful and it's going to help other people, get them on here. That'll be super helpful to me. We've already got a lot signed up. It looks like this worked, though. Even with more than 1,000 on here, it still worked. It didn't overload, so it looks like this platform is working for us. I know some of you had some connectivity issues. It sounds like that was on your end. You needed a faster Wi-Fi, but on our end, it seemed like it worked because a lot of you were doing just fine. But, guys, thank you so much. Again, whether you end up trying to get the free tickets or not, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Just say hello, Snapchat. Let me know you're on here and whether you enjoyed it or not. If you didn't, just kind of tell me why. We always want to get it, better and better and better for you. For the link from the picture I shared for the free ticket entry. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm going to run. We'll see you again at 9 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate you guys being on.